she'd never been to one, and I was like, oh, well then that's obviously so close we're gonna go one day. And so on like our first date, I took her one, and it's not that it was bad. It was fine. It's that she'd never gone to one because her family does such great barbecue that it just doesn't compare. Oh. And I didn't know that until the holidays came around, and I get there and it's like, it's Thanksgiving, so I'm expecting, dry turkey, less than, a little bit better than dry ham, because white. I get there and it's like ribs and steak and sausage, and it's just all slathered with homemade sauces and stuff. I was like,
it was the opposite of Ruby's family.
Phenomenal, and I was like, oh, this is why you were like, this food is bad. It's because this just doesn't stack up.
Yeah, that's the opposite of Ruby's family.
Anyway, with that very important lesson out there. Welcome to Brew Ha Ha, everybody. We are back this month. We are going to be doing a salsa challenge, and we overdid it.
It's not
1,
so much
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
We got 8 different salsas, 2 of which are homemade. Chris is dying from a chip.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Before we get too much further in, a reminder that until the end of June, we are partnered with One Tree Planted. Or planting?
One tree planted.
One tree planted. For every $1 you donate, they will plant a tree. Which, please do that. We need more trees, better oxygen, filtration, and then also the individual that is a woodworker plant more trees so we have them in the future for people to build stuff from.
Also, nature's cool.
Yeah.
We should preserve it.
Yeah.
So we got that going on. If you'd like to donate, please look down below. If anybody wants to share with folks that they know to tune in, I've sent messages out. But so what we're going to do is we are going to sample some Mexican beers, and we are going to try some salsas. But let's go around the table, have everybody introduce themselves.
No.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Hey guys, I'm Jed, and I'm here to drink and eat salsa. I don't really know what to say. My name's Jed Harris, and I like food.
Goosehead Jed.
Oh yeah. I don't do any of the social media things right now. So.
You're fine. You're fine. Grave or Chris. I'm also here to drink salsa.
Just drink salsa.
Just drink salsa. Just gonna.
I have a hard time with this one.
Yeah,
it's not exactly in liquid form.
I am up for the challenge.
There's a couple over here that are in liquid form.
I hope y'all know the Heimlich maneuver, just in case.
We can't do that one on stream. It'll get us banned.
Really?
What?
I don't know.
It might.
It could.
It might.
Depending on how we do it and who does it, it could be considered differently.
But yeah, I'm not doing anything so much on social media right now, but the Grey Flower is where I'm at. But yeah.
Oh, I'm Basch. Y'all know me.
He has no social medias.
I have no social medias.
I'm Kelsey, and I made salsa. No one else made salsa.
That's not true.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't count you,
I made-
because that's not such salsa over there.
Yeah, but I still made it.
But it's not your salsa.
No, I didn't claim it was. I just made salsa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter. You're a line cook. You're at the bottom of the rung. On that.
Yeah, I know.
I should know. I've been a line cook. Well, I used to be a line cook.
Anyway, I am Hewitt/Miro, and forgive the house being a little cluttered and there being a sofa in front of a sofa. We are currently remodeling because I had to build a bedroom.
Look, I feel like you're 4 2x4s away from double-decker couch, and you should suck it up and do it.
No.
It's a great place for friends to sit around and hang out with your buddies. Come on.
The feet are going to hang down from the top and be in your face while you're watching.
And get feet in your face with the boys.
With the boys.
With the boys.
I really don't want Homelander's feet in my face, okay? He'd be weird about it.
Well, then he doesn't get to be on top.
As
Okay?
long as there's no milk, we're fine.
I have not seen any of that series.
I'm just saying, just have strict rules about people who are on top have to wear socks or something. You can't.
Yeah.
Dude, I know all my friends. I still don't want their sock feet in my face. Can you imagine Moose being all 6'8"? Those legs are in your lap.
Again, with tall people being on top. Yeah. You gotta just shove Kid up
We
there.
wouldn't put Moose on top. He's allergic to gravity. He'd fall down.
Anyway,
so
with how he gets
I'm gonna get dice.
Right on. So we got 6 beers.
There's a bunch of different salsas. 6
Yeah.
beers, I think.
Oh, we
6
got
beers,
so
8
busting
salsas.
out the Christmas gift from.
I mean, if we miscounted, we have a surprise beer at the end.
Yeah.
So we got a dice for salsa and a dice for beer.
All right.
But
So,
TV is such, but
start out with beer.
I'm gonna send it to you.
6.
We didn't establish which
Jet-
beer.
I have established
Jet
Have
is
you,
the.
though? Oh, you probably have.
when you go to the fridge, it gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, hopefully I don't fuck this
Damn,
up.
that's
It's just
See, now we're just waiting on Hewitt.
so it's gonna be the beer that's on the bottom right.
He's already confused. I can tell. I can feel it. I got sense about
It's
it.
whatever. Like
Right,
they were all sectioned, and then they're in two different shelves. And so like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bottom right here.
Wait, did he roll a 4 or a 6?
You rolled a 6.
Oh,
Tucker.
Tucker.
I'm running.
Tucker. Barely know her.
Oh.
Oh, first one up.
I made a joke that Amanda should name her baby Shao Tucker. The anime fans will say no.
Okay.
It's been 20 years.
I don't know the joke.
Okay, Shao Tucker created chimeras from people and animals,
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
and the one that he did was combine his sheepdog with his daughter.
I forgot that guy's name.
Yeah,
I know the meme. I forgot the name.
Shao
I
Tucker,
don't know why I grabbed so many.
I just did. Shao Tucker takes the cake for, he finally beat out Gendo Ikari for shit dad of the year.
Can I just say something beer related? Every time I've never had this beer, but every time I've seen it, I'm like, that's tomato juice.
Yeah,
Like
What, Kelsey's not drinking this one?
No, she is.
I was like, that's fair. Red can, no. Fair
Why'd you decide that?
why did I?
Because we got too many cups.
It's okay.
I have 6 instead of, we only have 5 this one.
Yeah.
we could crack up in a second if we drink this too fast.
Alright, so,
My hesitation.
Chris, since you're pouring, and I'm leaving those out because we'll eventually drink them.
Yeah.
I'll read the name of the beer we're drinking. You read the description on the back, or somebody read the description on the back. We're drinking Tecate Cerveza Original, 12 fluid ounces, product of Mexico.
Yes, government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic
Skip.
beverages during pregnancy. Oh wait, is that it? No.
Skip.
No.
Yeah, that's the Surgeon General.
Cerveza Original, born in borderland of Baja, California, Mexico. Tecate embodies unapologetic. Why'd you pick red? Unapologetic energy of Mexican Americans in the U.S. We are still proudly brewed in our namesake town of Tecate using the same high quality recipe since 1944. Why would you use tomato red? I'm sorry.
Buddy, I'm going to go
It's
ahead and tell
probably
you,
good.
of all the beers we're drinking tonight, this is the one I'm the least excited about, personally.
You know, I've never had it.
But here's the deal. I've only had Tecate in clear glass bottles.
Too
And,
much.
and so it's... Okay, so for the people on the internet, yeah, we'll drink.
Great.
It's a beer.
Tastes like college.
Yeah, it's cheap.
It does. It tastes like college.
Like
That's
It-
perfect.
it's 100% true. Like this is one of those. It is a beer. It tastes like a beer. But because it's a light beer, and it's one of the. This is one of those ones that's. I don't know if it was cheaper or if it just is something that always showed up at the campsite, or like at the party or whatever. But like this, it reminds me of college. It's just a college beer.
It's this. Okay, now I remember this, and I've seen Tecate up in the north now whenever I've gone and visited in-laws. But I remember when Tecate could not be grabbed outside of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't know, I've not really been to New Mexico much, or Arizona, or California. I'm sure it's over there, but you could not find it in our neck of the woods unless you went
To Texas.
to Texas. and it started coming over here more. And then I remember it in college because back in college, a 12-pack was $6.
Like I said, it was
It was
a
either
cheaper
this.
beer.
It was either this or Natty Light. So
Oh, there was one. I think it was like Longhorn or Lone Star. Lone Star was the other one. This one, Natty Light, Lone Star, because I had a bunch of Texas friends and we always went to Texas and did stuff, and so
I'll say I don't have a connection to it. It's slightly sweet, not really much on flavor.
no, this is a rice husk beer. This is Mexican Bud Light for the most part.
Mhm.
I mean,
Well, I should say it's more like Mexican Budweiser.
I will say,
Yeah.
okay, everybody's had some of the beer. Eat a salty chip, then try your beer.
I will
That-
say,
That,
I will say-
that little bit of salt, and then like get some more beer in your mouth, and like it opens up the flavor a little bit more.
yeah. Well, and I was talking about
Gives
it
it
has,
something.
I know that like
I had something decent before.
I know that Budweiser has red cans, but for some reason, just looking at that can, I'm like, that's tomato juice. I don't know why.
V8.
V8 probably is a. It probably has a. I can't really say.
Oh, a lime.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what happens.
I
Oh,
mean, we can find out.
if anybody else wants one?
Yeah.
Oh, hand me one.
That's that one. Did
Oh, we'll just-
one.
It doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much at all. Like this is,
Okay.
you don't even have a whole can in your cup.
That's different.
I mean that adds complexity, but
Well,
I mean,
it's not. I'll be honest. The lime would be added to this to hide if it got skunky.
yeah. Well, I mean that's the main thing. I mean, here's the thing, and this isn't like.
We got 8. So
That's your salsa, I think. What?
Yeah, it's some salsa.
yeah, I was.
So,
So,
go
wait.
ahead.
so-
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, a thing that they used to do back in the day
Mixed up.
is use lime to cover up imperfections in beer because they used to have to be in like the Caribbean and Latin America. They had to be they traveled by
But it
clear.
took a minute.
Yeah, it took a minute, and they'd usually use clear bottles, which would skunk them. So they would use lime to kind of cover the taste, and that became kind of a thing. So, but for this one, it almost like Budweiser is a good proxy because it's almost is like a Budweiser, honestly.
Yeah.
It doesn't have much distinction about it.
Okay, so the first salsa we're trying here is
She wants more.
is a
That's what I was
homemade
asking,
salsa. Kelsey, you made this.
Yes, it is a pineapple salsa. So it's fruity, it's fresh, it's got pineapple, tomato, onion, pepper, cilantro, pretty basic. Or not basic, but
Let's say you say
Easy.
pretty basic, but I'm already
very
already
easy.
looking at it. I was like, I feel like this is gonna be my vote.
it was
I haven't
very
even
easy
tried it.
is what I meant.
Very
You know,
easy.
oddly enough, it doesn't really taste a lot like pineapple.
The pineapple's in there just to give it some acidity. Or help
Well,
with acidity.
Pineapple usually is a super pronounced taste to me, which is one reason I don't really care for it. But that's good.
You want more?
No. You see how many other salsas there are? And there's 2 of these I guarantee you I'm going to demolish because I have dipped into them already.
Wait, are we voting on these?
We will.
Maybe, if we remember to.
Like going back to the beer, I kind of
Okay.
like it.
Hey, get the beer, taste the beer after you've had a big scoopful of that in your mouth.
I don't have any. Word up on my
Open the
employees.
can.
Do you need a refill?
Take a little bit.
We've got the other can here.
That's good.
I mean, here's the deal.
I kind of like it. I think, as far as light, well, I call it a light beer.
I
I,
like
don't
it.
think Budweiser is a good comparison. It's more like Bud Light, but this comes with something a bit more.
Okay, I'll be honest. It's been so long since I've had a regular Budweiser, and the only reason I've had a Bud Light anytime recently is because when you go to a sporting event that has beer,
That's what they've got.
They give you water that is lying about being beer. It's the skim milk of beer. To quote
That
my,
tastes a little bit better. I just
but this is, I liken it more to Budweiser because from everything I remember about drinking a regular Budweiser, it has just a little bit more flavor. This is not as thick as a Budweiser, so it is more lighter, like a Flight or a Bud Light.
I guess the best way I could put it, it's just like it doesn't elicit any sort of like if someone gave me this or if I went and bought some. Well, but here's the thing: I wouldn't buy this for any other reason than someone telling me to. But if someone handed me this, I would be like, "This is fine." But it's not something I feel like I would like seek out.
Okay, let me be honest. If there was Tecate, Bud Light, and Natty Light, I'm gonna grab the Tecate.
I think I know where this lands. This is a fantastic wingman beer, where you want a beer, but you don't want something that's going to be more. Like if you're going to eat a fantastically flavorful meal, but you want to drink a beer with it, this is what
You want a palate cleanser.
You know what?
I mean, that's fair.
That would be fine. Like I could see this being really good with like a like carne asada or a mole. Oh no, I want mole.
But also this is great for what I'm gonna hark back to college again. This was a great beer for things like beer pong. This is a great beer for shotgunning things in the morning because you're camping and whatnot.
Hey, this is actually 4.5% alcohol.
4.5?
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be more like 3.
I'm about to say that's 1.5 more than I thought.
Nice.
It's good. I'm sorry. Like I had to go for seconds on this one.
You just apologize for eating.
Y'all should never apologize for eating.
I never started with it.
Well, you're the one who rolled.
We have a high bar now.
We do.
Starting strong.
But yeah, no,
At least it's not rolling the bomb. Like
it's amazing how well citrus works.
If we would have started off that night with the bomb, it would not have continued.
No, Hewitt was pretty much out after the bomb.
no, I ate one wing after that.
Hewitt was out because he drank chunky milk.
Yeah.
That too. And then,
It had nothing to do with the bomb.
well, a little bit to do with the bomb. I'm pretty sure it didn't help with like.
The bomb was the catalyst for me drinking the chunky milk.
Yeah.
So it's secondary responsible, but
Yeah, but the thing is, it's
but
like
Shaquanda's though.
Yeah, Shaquanda's.
Patron saint. That's a fine woman. We all need to give her respect. I'm
That's
still
family
just
right
sad
there.
I
It's
missed.
delicious sauce.
She's family.
Not
I'm
sauce,
still sad I
delicious.
missed the second wing that y'all were all talking about being so great, and then Chris took the hot sauce on before I could try it.
What was it?
The Cholula or
was it Cholula? I don't think it was.
it was the Mexican hot sauce that y'all
Oh
had.
yeah.
That was real, like y'all kept talking about it. It's like it smells good. I want to.
At that point, you
I
already.
ate all the ones I could find of that. I was like, that was.
Yeah, you had already yarned at that point. So you were-
Yeah, I had returned the buttermilk pancake that had formed in my stomach.
But the thing is, it is definitely like that wing. Definitely hits you really hard because.
Oh no, it hits
I
hard the
had-
second day.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's the second
because
day.
unlike
That night.
you, I didn't throw it up.
Oh no, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I did not regurgitate any wing.
You just got the milk out.
All I had was cream.
Which is bad because the lactose is what you wanted.
So like I was so like, oh man, I gave up that one wing I ate after this. It was pretty tasty.
Well, at least you got the bad stuff out, kind of.
Oh, I came back. I finished with y'all. It was just
Yeah.
not good. Anyway,
Finish
That's
strong.
what
Alright.
that's what we've had.
Yeah, so I guess like do we,
I think
we're not,
it's
we don't
just-
have a
here, put that one over there.
we don't have a tier list yet, do we?
No,
We don't have a ranking yet.
put these in the middle. I'll bring 2 out of the next one. All right, so
Here's
I
your
roll for beer. So Kelsey rolls for beer. 1.
Top left.
All right, so then both of these will pass to you for the next one.
Alright, next up. Want to go over and roll for salsa?
Dewey.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Oh, look, number 7. Next.
Oh, her
Right
days.
next to
Her
it.
days.
which is a fairly popular brand, I think.
Yeah. So
Do we just want to dip the chips in it? So I'm not
Yeah.
double dipping or anything, so just
All right, so
chip.
we got my favorite beer for making roux. And that is because of binging with Basch.
okay, hold on. Let's just go ahead and try the
Let's
get
salsa.
started.
Okay,
You start
salsa.
pouring and we're going to do the salsa.
Alright,
I skipped you, didn't I?
No, I was the one that was.
I'm the one that
which
gets
one?
it.
Because I was
Is that not?
Dip it in the, or you could take the chip. That could be your chip now.
What's going on?
I don't know.
poor Jeff.
Get your chips.
I'm pouring beer. What do y'all?
Do your chip. Take a salsa.
We're organized. We're professionals. We do this all the time.
Yeah, we know what we're doing.
What? Alright, which one do we get?
Number 7,
There it
right next
is.
to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
I have feelings on that one, and I'm just gonna wait till everyone has it, and I'll wait until. Yeah, I know.
I don't think you're the only one who has fillings on it.
Why does it taste like okra water?
Oh,
No,
I wouldn't
what
say
it tastes
Oklahoma.
like, it actually tastes like V8. If I'm gonna be,
No
Why?
one's just going to say
No.
tomato.
watered down V8.
What
No.
did you do?
This one, apologize. Whoever made this, apologize.
it's Herdez.
It's just tomato water.
It's so. Oh, hold on. Did we not shake it up? Well, no, I poured it into a bowl. That should have been chunky.
God, it smells just like
Chunky
tomatoes.
or not, this is
Yeah, it
the
just
flavor
tastes
shouldn't
like
change that much, shake it or not.
it tasted like they took like canned tomatoes.
You know the
and
worst
just
thing about
chopped
this?
them up.
The worst thing about this is I was looking at all the sauces, right? I knew what sauces we would have, and I've had the verde, the green,
There's
The-
two of
the
these
verde
right
is
here that
pretty
I
good.
do
Yeah.
not have high hopes for
Yeah.
because they're everyday.
the green verde from Herdez is amazing, and I've never had this. It has this little stamp on it. It says authentic Mexican. And
I
I'm,
don't-
and
I don't-
I'm, and
I
I'm
don't
just
know
like,
about that one.
Oh,
and I was
hold
like, you know
on,
what?
hold on.
I like the green
Remember,
version.
we
so-
used to have a Mexican restaurant that did not have an E.
Okay, I'm
Remember, it
gonna
was
have to-
MX a can.
Huh.
I mean, here's my thing. The reason I say it tastes like okra water is because there's a veggie taste that doesn't come off as
does.
it has a veggie taste to it that's not tomato. Like there's tomato in there, but there's additional veggie taste that's not tomato,
No.
and it's not a pepper.
An okra taste is accurate. Like, I had to get a second, like, get good chunky taste.
The thing is,
Hold on, I gotta get particulate on it.
Yeah, an
Like,
okra
it-
taste is
it-
accurate. I like
it doesn't have like a peppery taste. Am I wrong
Yeah.
on that?
Did we get a mismade jar of salsa?
No. This tastes like mayo is spicy salsa.
It
Hey,
tastes
can you
like
grab the,
a base for making sauce.
Yeah, that's a good way. Like I said, it tastes
Napkin.
like
yeah.
I got you.
it tastes like canned tomatoes someone
Yeah.
just chopped up or something.
I'm not getting
I
any
shouldn't drink beer.
spices really. Or
No.
And see, the worst part about it
What
is
are
that
the ingredients? Like,
Yeah.
Just put the lid back on it.
here,
Yeah,
we're not getting any more of this out. Let's put the lid back on it.
I don't know why you guys went back for more. It's just pain.
No,
I had to double up on taste. I gotta. Let's
Okay.
see ingredients.
I got plenty of
Tomatoes, we know.
Yes.
Onions, chili peppers. Where are they at?
Yeah.
Less than 2% of iodized salt,
Oh, thank you.
and that's about it.
there's no salt.
So it says it's 3 different ingredients.
I think I know what's ranked the number 8 in the salsa countdown already.
Or
Just keep it over there.
Like I have a disappoint. Like I was hoping.
I'm disappointed because like that's the one I bought. You know, that's the one I got, and I got it because I assumed all the sauces were gonna be red sauces, and I liked the verde version of it, and it wasn't on the list of what y'all are getting already. So I was like,
Hold
let's
on,
go.
pass me the bowl again real quick. I gotta try another experiment.
Why?
Oh, you
Because-
got it.
Oh,
I'm attempting something.
we still gotta talk about the beer.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay.
It's at least a beer that we're well known. Are we?
It's fairly well known.
Yeah, or that we know well.
It's like watered down jalapeno water.
Like
No.
I don't know. I don't taste a lot of pepper.
Okay,
in
so
this.
one
thing is, like,
What have you ever
taste the
drank?
pepper.
Has anyone ever actually drank just the pepper juice out of the jalapeno jar?
No, but
No.
I've eaten
No.
the pickled okra before, and it reminds me of pickled okra.
What did my wife just yell?
That's just psychotic.
Well, shit. Okay.
All right, I've pinned this salsa down, having tried it only once. I know exactly what this is. It's like Italians heard about salsa and tried to make it.
Bro,
Were they
I
like,
think
"Mamma
no.
mia"?
I think some
I'm
Irish.
okay
I think,
with that.
you
Like
know,
that. No, that sounds about right.
No.
Because
I think-
they're all like, "This is a jalapeno, right?" And they're like, and other people,
That's-
the black people, are like, "That's okra, dog.
no,
Don't put
no,
that in your salsa.
No,
That's
no.
okra."
No. This is if Austrians heard from Italians how to make salsa.
Oh.
Someone.
They're like,
This is
someone is carrying-
this is third-hand salsa.
it got mixed
So-
up. They were talking about something green, and instead of jalapenos, it was okra.
Someone was carrying some ketchup by a man talking about salsa, and then they bottled that ketchup up, and they're like, "This doesn't taste like ketchup. Let's call it salsa."
But
Anyway,
anyway,
we got
moving on to
Modelo beer.
Modelo beer.
Which Modelo Especial 1925, golden, full-flavored Pilsner style lager with a clean, crisp finish, brewed in Mexico. Gonna say this: I am a basic bitch for Modelo because if
I like
I'm not buying Flight or Youngling for just beer to have in the fridge, it's more than likely gonna be Modelo.
Yeah.
But that's also because until Emily got pregnant, I've attempted to make roux and gravy a couple times using there's a Cajun cook up in New York,
Yeah.
and he did a show with Basch,
Oh,
and they,
soups? Yeah.
started a roux by pouring Modelo beer into flour on high heat on a stove, literally making edible napalm. And the whole time I go, you don't do this unless you got like a burn ward and a professional with you. You don't. And Babbage just go, my arm's getting tired. You keep doing it, and he just kept pouring in more beer every so often because that's how you make a quick roux, which is literally liquid death if it touches anything, and then you add veggies to it and then start adding stock. But
Like, I mean, if you want a decent drinkable beer, I like this because it's like, it's complex enough to like satisfy that part of me, and simple enough to be like a sipping beer.
grab the pillow behind your head of chips.
God, we have fucked up the chips, haven't we?
We are 5 white people at a table with chips and salsa. How do we not
And
fuck
drinking
up?
beer.
How do we not fuck up the chips?
So, I don't know. I've always been kind of on the fence in Modelo. It has this balance between like bitter and light beer, and I don't feel like it's good, but I don't feel like just describing it as like bitter.
No.
Light
Okay,
beer
let me
is
go ahead and throw
a
this.
good description.
It's not a good beer,
I wouldn't call it like.
but it is a beer.
Yeah.
See, when you
Okay,
guys,
well,
Okay, let me
we've
rephrase it.
talked about lawnmower beers before.
This is one.
This screams lawnmower beer to me, just because like it is so light, but it has some flavor to it.
experiment 10.
I do.
Yeah, I'm already into that.
I
I'm
do
trying to see
enjoy.
it.
Here's the thing: like you're talking about the bitterness.
Mhm.
That's one thing I really do love about Modelo. It's not skunked. Now, if you get the glass bottle ones, you can get skunked, and then the skunk plus its natural bitterness equals you're going. Well, I paid $6 for you, so I'm not gonna not drink you.
That's
Right.
the beer that it's like almost necessary to have like citrus with it.
So it's also one of those.
Which
you-
this is
Yeah.
if
vastly improved with citrus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
enjoying-
Just
enjoying
the lime cuts the bitterness quite a bit. And just adds that citrusy note.
Yeah, it's really
Well,
good.
it's also
Like
that little
it.
bit of acid. But the big thing with Modelo is, and Kyle can tell y'all since he lives next door, it is not unusual to see me mowing the lawn, holding my mower in one hand and a Modelo in the other hand, because it's already hot as balls out here. Like, we're not even into summer. We're in second false summer. That's what's happened. We haven't gotten the full blown summer because we're going to get like 3 nice days, like around Memorial Day, that makes you think
Oh,
maybe.
It's fine.
The
It's
oven's
fine.
just preheating.
We're gonna get a couple nice days just past Memorial Day where you're like, I'm an outside person. I like outside.
Just think
And
of it
then
as food.
then the son from Super Mario Brothers 3 comes in and bitch slaps you in the back of the head.
But
Which for you, Jed, is a little bit more rough than for me.
A little bit. It does.
Okay.
It does the Lego Movie Good Cop Bad Cop on you, and it just switches right back around and stares you down.
Okay, so
The
before
lime is good.
before I roll for beer, you roll
For beer.
No, you roll for salsa.
I already rolled for salsa.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he,
roll.
he did.
I'm
He
rolling.
did both.
I'm rolling for beer, but you go ahead and roll for salsa.
Okay, I'll roll for salsa. What do we got? What is that? That's a 3.
Oh.
Oh, Tostinos.
Nice.
Oh god,
Classic.
I forgot while weed eating yesterday that I hit a rock that hit me in the lip.
Oh.
And right now, all the salsa and the salt.
Is reminding you of that.
Oh, very much so.
Cool.
I'm just glad it wasn't the poison ivy that I hit just a second later.
So yeah, this is the classic salsa that is found beside the chips.
Yeah.
Like
This
it's
is Tostinos.
It's Tostinos.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
mean,
Tostinos or Tostitos?
Tostitos. I believe.
Tostinos is pizza rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing.
We should do a pizza snack. Brew Ha Ha.
Ooh, pizza pockets.
Yeah?
Hot Pockets, pizza rolls, bagel bites.
Oh god, but every time we're gonna have to be careful because we're not gonna get a fair evaluation on the pizza on the hot pocket because somebody's gonna get the frozen center from them still.
How is like the McDonald's of like salsa
This stuff
more complex?
Then the one that says,
Because they used vinegar.
doesn't taste right.
What?
Why doesn't it taste right?
go back down.
It might be the chip.
Could be the chip.
No, the chip tastes like chip.
Well, the chips, like those chips, are actually pretty salty.
It tastes like a spicier that one. The one we just
What
had.
kind of
Can't let it go to waste.
what kind of Tostitos? Just
It's the
Restaurant style salsa.
restaurant
I-
style.
Where do we put the empties that you found?
That's usually what I'd go for because I just like it.
I just need to
I'm
leave
not a big
one
fan
of
of
each
chunky.
can. Okay, look, this is the flavor's not quite the same, but I've also kind of come to expect that out of any type of store bought.
Yeah.
So I don't expect
Why are
consistency.
you going back to that one?
Because I'm doing a comparison.
He's a glutton for punch.
Hold on. What if you put both together?
Well, then you're gonna
Shut
ruin
up.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
No, that one is. I would say that one definitely has more going on than that one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
No, God, why did I do that? That was a bad idea.
It tastes like
So-
that one, but with spice.
Let
Well, okay. You're
can I
not wrong.
Can I
Yeah,
throw it?
well, I'm not gonna say that it's
Does
like
anyone
an amazing
else
sauce.
taste like a hint of just the smallest hint of smokiness, or is that just like
They use probably okay. They use liquid smoke, but they're gonna
Yeah.
try to tell you those fire roasted peppers.
yeah, like someone get the read the ingredients on this one right quick because like let me get that roll.
Diced tomato in tomato juice.
I talk shit on Takati, and yet I'm the one
Second
finishing
ingredient,
off the cans that were on the
water.
table.
Oh, nice. That being the second ingredient is not a good sign.
Water.
Yeah.
Ground tomatoes in tomato puree, onion, jalapeno peppers, and less than 2% of salt, garlic, vinegar, sugar.
Just like
Hold on a second.
I mean that sounds like very typical salsa.
This is your basic white people tacos, as you were showing me earlier.
the white people taco night. Yeah.
Is water an ingredient in that other one?
Yeah, this one.
Ooh. Add lime to it. Add lime to it.
Well,
No, there's no water in the ingredients list of this one.
That could
They
be why.
lied.
so Tostitos
Maybe
is more
maybe they
honest.
didn't lie and they just like they should have watered this down a little bit.
So then we have tomato soup.
I don't know.
The thing is, this one doesn't. Maybe it's the jalapenos, but this one doesn't taste as watery to me.
What the?
The Tostitos.
Yeah, the Tostitos don't taste watery.
Thank you for mentioning the pizza idea. We gotta get a flirt
Yeah,
from
this
Johnny's though.
Oh,
Johnny's failed calzones. Did you add lime to it?
I did. I don't like it as much.
This is what I'll say.
Well, I don't like it as much as I thought I would.
Obviously, Kelsey's is top tier.
Yep. And then it's Tostitos.
The Tostitos, and then
way down. We already know that.
Like
like,
this is not even a race right now.
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
this is Usain Bolt showing up at his kid's field day, and they said all the parents are gonna race. This is not even a race right now. These are the 40-year-olds who sit on their couch. This is the actual athlete.
Well, we still got more to go.
Now, let me say this. If we're using that as the example, the Herdez is me, because I'm just like, if Usain Bolt's here, I'm going to fucking walk and accept a green ribbon and just throw that shit in a trash can on my way out like I did when I was in high school.
The thing I'm really...
Hold on. Yep, there's the hand motion.
What?
He was shaking the dice in his hand, and it, I did Phil Blanc, so I got to do it to anyone else that shakes the dice under the table. It looks mildly inappropriate.
Oh.
Alright, so, is it roll for beer?
Yeah, roll for beer.
Roll for beer.
2.
I don't know what number 2 is.
I don't think anybody. Yeah.
Nobody knows what number 2 is because it's just
I was
the
trying to
organization.
see like the differences between those two.
It's so vast.
Well, like that's the thing. Like I think the fact that
Yes, vast.
well, I think the thing is like this one actually has like the kick to it. It actually has the jalapenos, and maybe that's throwing me off. But and the different types of tomatoes. This one definitely has like I don't like the tomatoes they use in that.
They used the wateriest tomatoes, so they didn't have to put water on their list. And then they used not watery tomatoes. And then they had like, hey, let's put a little water in there, you gotta liquefy it up, because then it's just a paste if you don't. But no.
They use tomatoes, not real tomatoes.
I keep thinking this is like a Hunt's brand salsa.
Yeah.
So I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's ketchup.
What we got?
Sonically unpleasant. Alright, this is Pacifico Clara. La Cerveza del Pacifico. 12 ounces imported beer, brewed in Mexico. Where is your alcohol content? Because here's the Surgeon General warning. And here's a... God damn, you put gold on yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the lights above us are yellow, so like it's
Yeah, it does not help.
It does not help.
I don't know what the alcohol content per
left
volume is. This year.
No. You want me to?
No, it's fine. It's more of a five people, 2 drinks situation.
4.4% alcohol volume.
Okay, someone good ice.
It's
Okay.
funny.
Dude, I've been staring into drywall in a closet and cursing at a Chicago Electric chop saw, which I have to dismantle and clean. Alright, salsa?
Let's talk about the beer first before we get to the sauce. So I don't have a.
Which salsa did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Roll again.
1.
Oh,
Okay.
we're gonna try Noxus. Alright, so let's try the beer first. Pacifico. It's not skunked. That's a good sign.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I like that.
Again, lawnmower beer.
Yeah.
This is okay. Let's be honest. A trait that we're probably going to mention again and again with a lot of these beers is it's hot outside, and this would be good
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
because
it's like
it's currently water plus 1 is what we're drinking for the most part, right?
I mean, the thing is, we're tasting beers that are from Central and South America.
That's good.
What, like,
Did you add lime to it?
Yeah.
like
Lime.
I expect, like, I wouldn't want to drink like, you
I
know,
think I can squeeze out more.
I
Nope,
wouldn't
I
want
made
to drink
limeade
like
on
a
my finger.
stout, like if I'm in the middle of the Caribbean or something.
Well, true, but I mean, let's be honest. Other than Florida, which hits the tropical thing, we hit mostly humid continental. South Louisiana can get tropical.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm going to argue sometimes during the summer that we probably have hit.
We have wetlands and subtropical here.
So, but the thing is that I think one reason Mexican beers do better, or Latin American beers do better down here, is because it's balls ass hot for like 4 months of the year. Like, the North gets like 4 to 5 months of winter that would make people down here go cannibal. Let's be honest.
We had a day of that. We had a day of it actually snowing and freezing, and then the rest of the week was us just being outside, being like, can't go nowhere, and like that was it. It was just
So for the viewers at home, for 2 years ago, we had, or was it 3?
2 or 3 years
two.
ago.
2.
Somewhere in
We
there.
had an ice storm that sleeted, and then we got 3 inches. 3 inches of snow
That's it.
on top of the sleet, which caused the sleet to just become a 2-inch thick sheet of ice that
Yep.
did not melt for a week.
And
Which means this is the one time I walked from Pope Street to 18th Street Brookshires along the railroad tracks because that was the only thing not fucking horrible.
the only thing that was open was the only thing that was open was the Waffle House, which I was super surprised and very proud that it was open.
Look, dude, the South we evaluate disasters based on is Waffle House closed.
Yeah.
Well, we
Well,
lost like
Finley uses the Waffle House
Yeah,
method.
they do,
That
they do.
Okay, I
makes sense.
do have a two-pronged system with that. I got Waffle House followed by Dollar General.
That's fair. But no, we lost electricity for like 24 hours, and like electricity was out because some idiot decided they were going to drive around and see what happened, and they hit a pole because they don't know how to drive around and see what happened.
I had to go check on my mom during that time, and I ended up getting in a wreck.
That was when you lived out in Town and Country.
No, this was on 6th Street.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's the I wouldn't have gone in Town and Country, but I live literally down the street,
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, I'll take my car and I'll drive as careful as possible. The person behind me was like this, tailgating me, and then
that's smart.
they ran into my car, and then they had the audacity to get out and yell at me for not going forward. I'm like, dog.
That's how this works. But no, because we didn't have any lights or anything, I was just making food on the grill all day the first day, and then like the second day I woke up and was like, I need coffee, and I ended up. I packed all the kids in the car. I was like, "Hey, at least you're gonna be in the truck. It'll be heated." And we drive around in the 4-wheel drive truck, and we got to Waffle House, which was open. And I was like, I walked in, talking to the guys. I was like, "How are y'all open?" And the guy looked at me that time and said, "My manager has a 4-wheel drive C71 Suburban, and she called everybody and said, hey, if you want to work, I'll come pick you up." And so the 5 of us decided we wanted to work. So we're just gonna be here and serving like the 4 people who got out in this weather. I was like, sweet.
Okay,
I like that.
Yeah.
I do.
Now, I'll be honest, I added more jalapenos than Knox recommended. But that's because the jar was shaped funny and I could not control them when they started going out.
Whoa, gosh, good.
And I'll say
That's
this,
good.
like it's a different sauce from Kelsey's. Like I think it's what these 2 sauces we had previously were trying to be.
See, there's a difference between thick and chunky. You know? Because that's freaking good right there.
Yeah.
Well, he said you can make this 2 ways. Because you use 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes and a can of chili fixin' rotel. A whole onion, add limes, and then cumin and salt to taste. Plus half a jar of jalapenos. We got probably more like 3/4. Cumin.
I was about to say, I'm picking up on like barbecue sauce. in there.
That's the chili fixins and the fire roasted.
Yeah, the fire roasted is, is where it's
But
at.
he said you could blend it and then add the last can to it to make it slightly chunkier. I'm fairly certain this is the salsa that he made at the bar that he used to be at years ago. Because everything about this kind of screams restaurant salsa to me because nothing's fresh. Everything about that came out of a can, can be mass produced. But I'm not gonna lie, it's good. Now, yesterday it was good. It wasn't as hot as it is today. And he said the longer you let this sit, like right up until it's nasty, it's good. I'm really tempted to put the other giant bowl of this in with the beef roast that I got in my freezer.
Like that's just a solid salsa.
Yeah.
But I like that you pointed out that like nothing was fresh.
No, this
Because
is
like as much as I taste the fire roasted parts of it, and I hang out with those jalapenos, we're friends now. But I felt like there was something missing, and it is the freshness.
Yeah. Well,
I want that little bit of like.
It's a different spectrum. It's more of a hearty not chunky, but thick
Yeah.
salsa. Whereas this is more like closer to like a pico de gallo. Like
this salsa
fresh
gets poured out
sauce.
of a pitcher, filling up somebody's salsa bowl.
Yeah, like you're having that at the bar, or you're having that before you eat your meal at a restaurant. That is like perfect for like. If we had like fresh steak tacos, I could put that on that.
All day.
Yeah.
Um,
Very. very easily a taco salsa.
Well, I'm talking about the Kelsey's. Like,
Oh.
I like fresh salsa.
That's
on
good, too.
tacos.
This, I think, would be a good marinade as well. That, I think, is better used as a fresh topping for a taco.
Also, that
What a
having them
fresh
back,
topping.
having them back to back, because obviously that jumps right ahead of both of these, and is competing with this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
But
that.
having them back to back, like the,
I'm going to say
it
this is
really
a solid
depends on
second
like
place.
it really depends on like where you want. Do you want something spicier, or do you want something with a little bit of sweet and freshness to it? Because that's, like,
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
hanging out
They're
with
very
them.
different. They're very different in their execution.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because that's more of a traditional,
Yeah.
like.
as my grandma would say, you stumped your toe when you're putting in the jalapenos, man.
No. Right here, man, is, this is the problem is I knew I was going to like this salsa because I was tasting it when I made it.
Ah.
This has been left down here by me, and this heat builds, and it's not going away.
It does build.
Like right now, that heat's in my nose.
Well,
So
you know
somebody
what,
roll
you know-
for beer.
Yeah, I was about to. Okay, so what do we got? Which one
Fine.
did we do? One,
1, 2, and 6.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Three.
Wait, did I roll for beer already?
No.
No,
So
I mean,
3.
you just did.
Yeah.
you did. You rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3 on the last one, I think.
I rolled a.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You did roll a 3, and then
I just keep you rolling 3s.
Yeah.
like no.
Yeah, the whole thing is like these two salsas.
I love that it's a homemade salsa, but nothing is fresh. Like that is still throwing me. Like I
Yeah.
just like
What number did you roll?
3, 3, sir.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good. Like, and again, it's like it's different from this. This is the reason why it's hard for me to like sit here and put it in a ranking because it's like I would use these different for different things.
Yeah, if I was-
Y'all said there were 6 beers in there.
There are.
No, because 2 of the beers are Dos Equis. There's a 12 pack of Dos Equis and the ones that were out for us to grab.
Okay, so we have
That's
one more
5.
beer left.
Well, we also have Flight outside.
Okay.
Pretty sure I counted 6.
Well, let's look. We've had Tecate, we've had Modelo, we've had Pacifico for the folks on the other end of the table.
And then that's
And then we got one more in the fridge that is, unless,
Dos Equis.
yeah, this is Dos Equis.
so we got the Sakis
Oh,
and what's the last one?
I think it's
Corona.
poorly named beer.
It's not a poorly named beer.
Wait.
What is the poorly
Well, we
named
can't say its name before on YouTube, but we're not on YouTube.
No, but this eventually will be on YouTube.
Oh, well, yes, we can't say the name
That's silly.
because YouTube TOS would get us banned.
There
We're
was
talking about a
at
beer.
one time there, like during like 2020, there was a lot of like
There
crazy
was-
shit coming out. So YouTube was like, just shut up about it, just stop talking, and they still haven't revoked me yet.
They did a huge knee jerk reaction and haven't backed down.
Hey,
Yeah.
pass me that salsa, cause I'm
This one again?
I'm chilling with it, man.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I'm
Like,
hanging out.
I do wonder how this would turn out if you use fresh ingredients.
you know what? Way better. Like if we actually fire roasted the tomatoes, fire roasted the jalapenos and the poblanos.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. That I mean, technically, you'd be right, but at the same time, that's a lot of fucking work
Yeah.
It
for a
is.
salsa. So this is fine for me.
This
Which is
lime. Oh, lime.
this is why I was like, what I was about to say, if we're thinking, what's a good salsa for your chips and salsa before your meal at a restaurant type thing? Boom,
That one.
all day. That's a great one.
You want a salsa that goes good on your fancy
Maybe I'll
meal?
use-
That one. Like that spread across a piece of and I'm not a fish guy, but that across a piece of like snapper or flounder.
Man, shut up. If this was on a fish taco, I'd buy that every day.
I think it's the cumin that's just not doing it for me.
On this one,
Yeah. 'Cause I'm
That's a
getting
very typical thing.
I'm
Like in
getting that
American salsas,
after
it's not so much
flavor,
a
and
Mexican
it's just
thing.
it's not sitting well.
the after flavor for me is the fire roasted more than the cumin.
Like I said,
See, the cumin is forward for me, so I like that.
It might just be hitting your tongue different because of different taste buds.
yeah.
Kind of like Chris is not super into cilantro all the time.
Yeah, like I like too much cilantro is bad for me.
And me, I'll go chew on a cilantro plant because I'm an animal like that.
Ruby cannot have cilantro at all.
She's allergic.
No, she doesn't like it.
Oh.
Like,
Is she one of the
We
people-
actually got the freshest cilantro in that.
Is she one of the people who
Straight out of
thinks
our garden.
It
Well,
tastes
here
like
in his
safe
garden,
soap?
not mine.
yeah.
I don't have much in the way of
That's like a
breakfast.
weird genetic thing to where people sometimes think cilantro tastes like soap.
It's not
That's
actually.
poor guys.
It's more than just genetic. It's a wiring in the brain. Most folks that are autistic or on the spectrum or heavily on the spectrum, it ends up firing off. Like people try to say it tastes like soap, and other people says it tastes like bugs. And the whole thing is that it's not that it tastes like either one of those things. It's just that your brain is wired in a certain way to go, I don't know this taste. I'm
So
not
it's
sure
still
about
bad.
this taste, so I'm going to move it to something that's gross. So they register it as something like that, like, oh, it's like bugs or it's like soap. And it's like, have you ever eaten one of those? And the answer is usually no, but it's just what, like your brain does weird shit. Like right here. Watch this.
Okay, stop. Who hasn't eaten bugs or soap?
I haven't eaten bugs.
I haven't eaten bugs.
Sorry, I'm more country than y'all. I don't even think I would.
I've never eaten soap, but it gets in
Okay,
your mouth.
hold on. Are you talking about,
Start
Deb, you grabbed
looking
a
at
cricket in the
ingredients.
field and ate it? Or are you talking about...
Yes.
Okay, or somebody gave you a thing of candied scorpions that were detailed?
Also, yes.
I've had the latter. I haven't done the former. However, I have had the Dumb and Dumber moment of a big-ass June bug hit me in the mouth while I'm doing something.
Yeah, the most bugs I've eaten were by accident.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah.
any case, no, it's like weird things your brain does. Right here, I now see the two burnt spots in my retina that are black because of some asshole not warning everybody when we were at welding training that he was still about the fire while we were, like we said, behind. And then he hit it. And so these are two black spots that are completely not working. Once I move my fingers, they're filled in.
Yeah, they fill in.
So everybody, brains are weird like that.
They do.
It's like the color pink doesn't technically exist. Our brain manufactures pink. It's why nobody actually sees the color pink the exact same way. And if people are colorblind, pink is worse than red. So all praise the Cthulhu color of pink. The Eldritch
Learning
color.
new stuff every day, man. Learning new stuff every day.
Look, when I have not had kids, like school's done, but all my kids do dual enrollment and AP. So that meant all of them had their tests already because I had to have grades in for the college, and I had to have, and when they take the AP test, that's their final. And the American History kids, their final was the LEAP test that was in April. So May has been, mostly teaching seniors, they didn't show up. I had like 3 kids. So me and especially the class I had, one kid, Ian's in there and I'm in there, and we just go on the internet and try to find odd facts thanks to YouTube's. And Casual Geographic is great for that.
Casual Geographic.
So,
He's the one that informed me how fucking terrible otters are.
Oh, yeah.
But you think they're cute. They're murder-tastic.
That's why it's good to go club. No, I'm sorry.
Those are seals, and no.
so I'd like to point out, we've been drinking this Dos Equis, and not said a word about it. We're still talking about the salsa and other things. And I think that's indicative to Dos Equis itself. It tastes like nothing.
Dos Equis is water plus 1. Like I've said with these other ones. It is...
But it takes it to an extreme.
No.
It's water plus 1.
But here's the deal. It's mildly alcoholic water.
It-
Dos Equis...
it's 4.2.
Okay, so it's slightly less than Ducati. But the thing, Dos Equis is one of those that I will buy and keep in my fridge, especially when it goes on sale. And I'll be honest, I prefer it in cans to bottles.
I mean, most of these beers, I would say, I would prefer. Well, Pacifico. I think Pacifico,
Well,
Modelo.
they do use a brown bottle, which
Yeah,
benefits.
that's important.
Well, brown
Pacifico and Modelo are my current favorites.
Okay. This is a Pilsner style lager with a refreshing and No, that's not natural. Balanced. Goodness, these letters are small.
Well, I mean, one, the letters are small. Two, it's over gold and green.
Yeah, it's like
The theme for tonight is just like, let's get the worst.
Let's make people not want to read this. All right.
no one's gonna read these little things. Well, they're gonna be like 5 nerds on some show they put on the internet.
So we already know Kyle's opinion about Dos Equis. He's made it clear multiple times with me because Kyle has raided the beer fridge in the shed more than once. I don't lock the door for a reason.
Laughter from the other side of the house.
And he drinks it, but he's like, oh man, Dos Equis. And I'm like, I feel like he's doing like the Sunny D commercial. Orange juice, purple stuff. Oh yes, Sunny D. And then like there's no oh yes, Sunny D in the fridge.
Yeah.
It's just there's the purple stuff and that's the Dos Equis. Now I'm not gonna lie. I like Dos Equis. I prefer amber.
Mm-hmm.
Amber is sweeter. And it's more caramelly because, they use a different type of grain. But again, the kind of the trend for my review of this is I'm outside, it's hot, that's an ice chest near me, getting drunk.
Yeah.
I'm going to take all day to get drunk beer.
Yeah. All of these feel like an all day to get drunk beer, but also this is being compared to the 9.4% alcohol volume beer that's in my fridge right now. Like, that's where
The one bottle of Doom known as Andy Gator sitting in the fridge.
We can drink. Give it time.
My whole opinion is like, I've always been kind of mad on
Come on, bud.
Dos Equis as well.
That's me, salsa, the third one.
Yeah, no. Roll.
What?
Roll for salsa because we need to try a salsa.
Already rolled a salsa.
Which salsa did you roll?
I rolled the number 1, didn't I?
No.
No,
I rolled the beer.
Yes. The old beer. Salsa.
We're so official with this rolling.
That's 6.
So
It's that one.
it's this one.
Yeah, that's the one I got ordered from Amazon. That's from Mexico.
Oh, official Mexican beer or beer
th-
salsa.
This one says authentic Mexican salsa.
We know how that turned
I
out.
like how
I'm
all of
looking
us.
at you, mister.
I gotta clip that because we all just fucking side-eyed it. I'm gonna have to go back and put text over that when we actually do it, saying "stairs and disappointment."
Passing it down. Let's see.
The question is, are we gonna run out of chips before we run out of
Too many
salsa?
chips.
No, it's not.
It's overflowing.
It's perfect.
Did you just tell a white woman that that's too many chips?
I don't want to make
I
a
got
mess.
opinions. I've got opinions.
I'm afraid of those opinions.
Tomato sauce. Tomatoes, sea salt.
Tomato sauce.
First ingredient, tomato sauce. Tomatoes,
Oh, God.
salt, onion powder, garlic powder, natural flavorings, spices, and citric acid. That's in tomato sauce. Chile de
It's got arbol.
arbol, yeah. Water, lemon juice, salt, garlic, spices.
I'm sorry, I drank your shit.
You did drink my shit.
Wow! Wow! I'm getting a beer out of the fridge. What the fuck?
Give me one. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I just.
He drank my beer. I go to drink beer and he's already drank my beer and then the beer is empty.
As those of you watching might be able to tell, that's awful.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
awful and
And my
hot.
beer was drank by someone else.
Woo!
So it's like tomato puree,
That hates me.
but they've added
No.
flavorless spicy.
Where's the bowl?
Oh god.
Here's the bowl.
Let me look at it.
Huh!
There's
Oh,
straight
thank you.
jalapeno seeds in there.
No, like the thing is, it's like
Straight
I-
seed in there.
There is straight seeds in there.
I like spicy stuff,
You know what's great
but
about
it
this?
tastes it.
I'm crying.
Drinking water is great about this.
Yeah, I know, right? No, like it tasted like this one,
100%.
and then it just tasted like straight
Hey.
spice.
Don't let me.
Don't let Dewey up.
Come here,
Like, as soon as I bit into it, I was like, this. Now I immediately think authentic means that weird okra flavor. Because I got that immediately. Like a tomato, okra. Why is that a thing right now? and then it just came out the back. I'm gonna punch you so hard in the tongue, your eyes hurt.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I was like, what the hell?
Good.
Stop ordering shit online.
Like,
Judge,
Yeah.
eat this. I'm crying.
there's a kick there, but
No, the
the
kid.
taste is just awful.
Well, no, it was just like, it tasted like that, and then it was just heat.
Yeah. I just want it out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's worse than the Herdez.
Why are you now last?
Here, I got a palate cleanser.
Yay, watermelon!
Oh, yeah. I need a watermelon. Hello, watermelon. I've got like 2 or 3 pieces. It doesn't matter. Oh, my God.
That one
Oh,
hurt.
oh that's so good. Oh, my God. Oh,
My lips are still burning.
have a watermelon.
You,
Like,
you ain't
for
got
real.
white bread. That's the whitest white thing to get.
I don't even, okay, that's working.
Oh, my God, it's so good.
I don't like watermelon.
Why does watermelon work so good? That's great.
I
I
mean,
know,
this does
right?
say medium hot level.
That's not medium.
No.
Oh, it says medium hot.
Like, okay, so my dumbass eats hot food. Like, that's like,
That's good. Like, I like the spice level to the point of like if I know I'm gonna get spicy stuff, but I'm never gonna
That came
sit.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, we're not gonna sit down with a bowl of that and eat a big bag of chips. That's not gonna happen.
I'm not buying shit off the Amazon again.
okay.
So, well, let me do the due diligence here. Let me read the bottle and tell you about it here.
What's the Scobles?
Not that high, to be honest.
Fuck me.
This isn't?
Like, it tasted awful.
Yeah, it wasn't the heat that really got me. It
Like,
was
yeah, the
it
heat's
started.
there, lingering.
It started bad, and then the
Yeah.
heat hit. Like I
Yeah,
agree
no, the
completely.
heat- the heat-
When we started this bite, I was like, this is just like this, and that's why I think authentic Mexican salsa immediately is bad.
Okay,
and I'm
this is
sorry,
what-
Mexico, but you gotta prove me wrong on this one.
Oh,
Well, let me,
We're
Here's the
2 for
thing.
2 right now.
let me.
Well, here's my.
It's slightly better than the
summation.
Herdez.
Like, it's not as hot as. It's not near as hot as it.
Barely.
But it's like the bomb in the sense that it just feels like heat, no real flavor, just the heat shows up and you're like, okay, I gotta deal with this, I guess.
The salt does not help.
No, the watermelon
Go ahead.
helps the most.
So let me read it here. Aztec Salsa by Old Gringo Chile Company is a trailblazer product line. made
Wait,
from
what
authentic
was that?
recipes.
What was that again?
Old
The
Gringo?
company?
Old white
Gringo
boy chili. Old white boy
I'm-
chile.
We figured it out.
We did. Fuck. This still
Made from
hurts.
authentic recipes steeped in vibrant Mexican flavors. Sotelo, named for the town in Guadalajara, Mexico. Guadalajara. No. Guana. Is that?
Guadalajara.
I can't say these words.
Guanajuato.
Give me that. Oh damn.
Oh no!
I can't read this
My
either.
confidence.
Guanajuato, Mexico combines the fresh taste of tomatoes with the horrent flavor of chile de árbol. By you just put the whole goddamn chili with the seeds in there.
Look,
Yes.
there are seeds floating around in it.
Okay.
That's the thing.
No, here's it. Heat levels can range from medium to hot, making it perfect for those who relish bold salsa.
That's so vague, though.
That means you don't know how to quality control.
I'm sorry, but if you told me this salsa is bold, I'm thinking flavors. I'm thinking the smoky or fire roasted flavors.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and tell
I'm
you.
not thinking my eyes are gonna hurt. You know?
So
Did I find the like the lame ass Da Bomb hot sauce on Amazon?
he found his baby cousin.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said lame ass. This thing does not taste good.
It's not like nearly as hot. It's just the heat is unpleasant. Like, okay, let me use a example of something where the heat is pleasant. This one over here,
Noxus.
yeah, the heat It's in the back end. It can build up, but it's
Ugh.
fine. This one, it just hits you, and it's like, okay.
That was a fuck you. All that was a fuck you.
Like, if I got that, like, at a restaurant, I would only eat one chip and just put it away. Because I don't want to fucking deal with that.
Because here's my thing is, okay, the first thing I got, flavor profile, was dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I got straight up dirt flavor, which I'm like, I like some earthy flavored shit. Like, I got some purple potatoes that I grew that
That's
taste
a good
like the
fucking
soil
one.
they came out of. They're super earthy and they are
Yeah, but there ain't no
delicious.
truffles in this, man. They're
No.
not trying for that flavor.
I kind
No,
of want to
but-
read the ingredient list here.
Let's
And
hear it.
I
What,
think
is
I
this
feel
the
like it
first? Is the
explains-
first one just dirt?
No, I feel like it explains a fair amount. So the first ingredient, tomato sauce. It's tomato, sea salt, onion powder, garlic powder, natural flavors, spices, and citric acid. Followed by chile de arbol, water, lemon juice, salt,
Hi,
garlic,
Greedy Bleak.
spices. Also, New Mexico Tastered Edition.
Well, hold on. It said New Mexico.
Yes.
I'm gonna go fight somebody
No,
on
this is from
Amazon.
New Mexico.
I'm fighting somebody on Amazon.
You wait. Hewitt, the company. What's the company name? It had Gringo in the goddamn name.
No, you know who sold this? Straight up Amazon.
Jeff Bezos is not Mexican.
I'm still not getting over the fact that like you look at this and there it's
They're
the
legit
chunky
seeds.
the chunky bits in this salsa are little white seeds just floating around everywhere. Like there's more seeds in this salsa than there is in the watermelon.
This looks like a hot sauce. It doesn't look like a fucking.
Bruh,
doesn't
it
We
was
look
just
like
dip
a-
their chips in hot sauce and they're like, yeah, that's great.
Like maybe if we just like, but the thing is, it doesn't even taste good. It tastes
No.
like
It
this
doesn't.
one.
No,
It doesn't.
like
It
the
tastes
thing
like
is,
this
I'm saying,
guy.
like when everybody's like, I got opinions, and like it's coming around to me, and I'm looking at Jed start to sweat as this is going into my mouth. I'm like, uh-oh. The first thing is dirt. I'm like, okay. Then all of a sudden, what hits next? Just
Fire.
fire and hate.
And see that like when I said I got opinions, it's because like I want to immediately say this is this one, but in a different jar, and then the heat showed up. I'm like, this is this one, but with a pepper
You know
just
what?
ground into
Like,
it.
what
Like,
are when preparing these, I haven't tasted the ones I bought,
yeah.
but a little bit got on my hand, and there was a little bit of spiciness. I'm like, oh, Hewitt's gonna hate this one. Yeah,
Here's the thing.
you're
You-
gonna be
you
fine
said-
with mine.
You
Oh,
said a
okay.
second ago this was slightly above it. I don't think so. You know why? Because in my mind the flavors are exactly the same, but you hurt me. Like you. No one asked for that. You just showed up and were like, "Hey, I want to kick you in the back of the mouth." Like, I want heat. I want heat, but you just showed up and abused me for no good reason.
But the
Like,
only reason I'm going to argue this is above the Herdez is because we have focused more on it and it's given us a moment.
Like you can't count
No.
a handful of actual seeds from the chili as complexity in your salsa. No,
No. The label's 100% bullshit. The only reason I'm going to put this above the Herdez is because the Herdez.
I can move on from the Herdez pretty easily.
Yeah,
This one had to stick around.
This one, it gets personality points. That's the only reason it's better.
That's
Yeah,
not
negative
what
personality.
is a shit personality? It's not a person you want
It's
to
a
hang out with.
narcissist. It just sticks around. and
People
wants
elected
to be
a
a center of
president that
attention.
way.
Oh.
It's not someone you can hang out with. It's not someone you have a beer with. It's someone you see on the other side of the
No,
road like,
okay.
we gotta leave.
Okay,
It's time to go.
No, I got the best description for this one. You buy this shit out of a gift shop in New Orleans.
Okay, yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's New Orleans gift shop salsa right there.
It's right next to the Ass Burner 5 Alarm hot sauce on the shelf. And it's a novelty that you regret buying.
Alright.
It's down the
Let's
alley
move on.
from
Let's
Steve
move on
Let's get the next salsa.
let's move on because right now my face has stopped hurting.
Okay.
Oh, don't we
so-
have like 2 salsas left?
No.
Yeah.
We got this one,
Oh.
this one,
Oh, we have 3.
and this one. We got 3.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Who rolled for salsa last?
You
think
did
it was
so.
Is that the D6?
It's a
or the
D6.
D8 for salsas.
Oh, 8
It's
is
right here.
Oh, other side of my cup.
Yeah.
Are you sure you did this also?
Yeah, I rolled
I rolled a 4.
that one.
Which means it's this one.
Okay, so
No,
it's,
No, it's not.
set the,
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
learn math.
One. Well, I'm sorry, I'm counting jars, not bowls, Kyle.
Okay, so it's the Verde. Oh, I see the
Oh
seeds
God, no!
now.
Did the burp have the fire come with it?
No, that
So
was
this
that was
is
chugging
green
a Dos Equis burp.
salsa.
This is a Verde.
I regret spending $14.
That's $14.
Oh
After
my, I'm
shipping.
so
You want to
sorry.
read it since you rolled? Because this one is a product of Mexico, claimed by the bottle.
I already love the smell of this.
Hey.
Green salsa, tomatillo
it's
salsa, medium heat, 16 ounces, ingredients.
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 Oh, sorry.
Tomatillos, jalapenos,
Oh, that's
onions, iodized salt, coriander, your hopes and wishes, arbol peppers, tartaric acid, garlic.
That's a green salsa, right?
Well, it's tomatillo sauces. The tomatillos themselves are... Okay, I don't know if tomatillos themselves are actually spicy.
It's not spice.
Alright, would you put that one down for me? I don't know if tomatillos are spicy, but whenever we go to El Azteca, the tomatillo salsa is always hot to me.
This is vinegar.
Yeah.
Word vinegar.
It's the, like, if you ever had the I forget which state claims it because it's weird, the vinegar barbecue sauce style, like the Carolinas or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you've ever had that, like the contrast between that hot sauce and like your Texas style barbecue sauce, that's the difference between these two. They're not on the same plane. That being said, there's some good complexity there. There's some good flavors going
I'm
on.
gonna say barbecue flavored vinegar flavored barbecue sauce to me is better than this. To be fair, my favorite
I
is
was comparing it to this. I
Well,
would say
I'm
the
just-
comparison of the two is the
Back-
comparison of these.
okay.
Yes.
I would not order that in a restaurant, but if it was given to me,
I was gonna say, like, I heard you wondering what a tomatillo is. It's basically like a sour green tomato.
yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get one, did you, Chris?
Yeah, I tasted it. I was a little bit scared because I saw the seeds in it, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, we're going down this road again.
But fortunately, unlike you, I paid $1.99 for that. So
Is that plus shipping?
no, I went to Brookshire's and got it. Was it Brookshire's? It was either Brookshire's or Max. It doesn't matter.
I will say this. That, I think, does not come with chips. That comes on the side of a meal. Because that would go good with something that was fattier. Or something that had been cooked with.
Yeah.
If something had been cooked with acid.
It's not It's not a dip.
That that reminds me of a good sauce to have on an enchilada.
You pour it over.
Yeah, like a
pour it
like
over something.
Like
But that's what they made. Yeah.
This is the only thing this is missing for me is an acid though flavor profile. Like if you added like some type of not vinegar with this. Vinegar would ruin this fully. Or more vinegar would ruin this, but some type of
I went right off the screen, didn't I?
yeah, you just all that's on there is your gut.
Well, I'm showing my armpit like,
Oh, my back started feeling funny. So
Here's the
I
good
leaned
thing,
back
Chris,
into
is the
the
light.
seat.
The light burns out all your armpit hair, so you're just like, I'm
Yeah.
clean shaven. I swim. God, now this is what's bad. Is all I can think of is the movie Biodome. They left us for swimmers, grape smugglers. Anyway,
no, like, I could see that used for other things aside from dip. I mean, that's not the best Verde I've had, but I mean, it's
It's not-
okay. Like,
but,
I'm not.
you know what I'm gonna say? Safe to say, this is the only one we're putting in the middle of the road so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's middle of the road by virtue of being
Not the other two.
Yeah.
not bad.
It's better than the guys that just made us upset, and it's not a good homemade salsa.
For now,
Jed, one was a disappointment. The other one made us bail it out of jail at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. One was a disappointment, and one was a disappointment that got caught. Like it's both. I'm owning that one. That was a good one.
Oh no! Go to Discord and put that in the fucking quote book.
God damn.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, we got two more.
Do we have any more beer?
Yeah, we got one more beer. We don't get a roll for it. Hand me, or someone pass the dice down. Do not throw it. That thing's actual metal. My dwarven dice for whenever I actually make my.
We got
dwarven
one more
character.
salsa roll. Let's do odds and evens.
Yep.
Hold on.
If I'm doing my math right.
Yeah, you're right. Odds and evens would do it for you. Is that a two-sided die?
Yeah, 100% Jed. It's a two-sided die called a coin.
Odds and evens. Throw the caltrip.
I've seen it.
Technically, it has a third side. He's full of shit.
Alright, so that's an evens. We're going with.
Oh, it's the other one I brought.
You know what? Since you brought it,
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
read it.
So it is Toledo salsa. It has like a guy and a fire truck. It is a roasted salsa. The print is way too small for me to fucking. Okay. So ingredients are tomato.
We need
In parentheses, it's tomato juice, salt, calcium chloride, citric acid. You can tell this is made in America. Water, roasted jalapeno peppers, tomato paste. Why is so much salt? Dehydrated garlic. Refrigerate after opening.
is there no description to it?
Nope. Are you okay?
Beers smell like weed.
Oh, come
So
here.
it says here, very special thanks to our law enforcement, firefighters,
Oh, yeah.
and all the brave men and women who risk their lives every day to keep us safe. Muchas gracias.
Grassy ass.
Gracias.
Where's the actual dip so I can try this shit?
It'll come around to you in just a moment.
I have not tried it, so
I haven't tried it yet either.
I've tried 3
Kelsey
chips
still
of it.
has beer, so I'm not going to pour any in hers.
oh fuck, that is count. That
Yeah,
needs.
that's poor. That is.
I'm just gonna throw the whole damn.
I'm gonna let you smell it. Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, I did this because I know exactly how it's gonna taste.
Go. We're not wasting a bottle.
Okay, where's the?
You just said it was skunked.
Yeah, we're not wasting a bottle.
I mean, they're usually gonna be skunked because
Because
of the
look,
bag.
first off, what's the big problem?
Oh,
Clear your glass.
yeah.
Okay, so I didn't even get to taste the salsa yet.
I have. I'm sorry. I will get it in just a second to you.
See, I'll say skunked about this beer. Here.
Oh.
Because of the clear bottle, because I usually drink this beer in the sun or at a beach or whatever, the thing gets skunked quickly or like often enough to where like this is how it tastes to me. This is what I'm used to with this beer, and I keep having to use
It's not
pronouns
bad.
because I don't think I'm supposed to say the words.
Nope.
Okay, Chris. I'm going to say this about the salsa. Is if the one I bought was good.
Potentially, it tastes like almost dirt-like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I got the dirt flavor from mine. I got that earthy note.
I've got a.
We gotta try
This one reminds me more of the homemade Nox's salsa in the roasted parts of it, like the your smokiness and whatnot, than it does of these guys.
Yeah.
The only
I'm
I'll
so
say
like,
that there's a smokiness that's similar to Knox's. The only thing is that there is again, that has a bit of a dirt, earthy note to it that I liken to God awful son of a bitch. That's his new name.
Like, I'm not, like, super offended by it.
No.
It's just...
That one's good. Like if you put this on a table in a restaurant,
it's fine. It's fine. I feel like if someone tried to mass produce Knox's salsa and not make it as spicy because white people.
but it still has that okra. That I guess that's kind of the earthy. It still has that kind of okra water.
A little bit, yeah.
A little, not as much as those two though. Those two, I don't know what the fuck happened over there. That's like no man's
Regret.
land.
Regret.
Okay, you know what you do with those? You ship them to your enemies.
God.
So, with this one, I feel like
Blech.
somebody took the Tostitas salsa tried to improve it, and I can't tell if they succeeded or failed.
I kind of get that, yeah.
Like I don't
I'm
know
sorry. I'm
where this one falls
I'm distracted by the beer right now because I'm like maybe the salsa helped it.
Like that's the problem with skunked beer. Like
That's the problem with
this is the
Corona.
problem. Well, the thing is, yeah, I mean they intentionally ship in clear bottles because they want this taste. And usually, what you do is you throw. Is there other limes on the table?
Yeah.
Give me another lime.
Like, okay, here's the deal. The thing with Corona beer is it also sits in the store for a minute. Because it's not the cheapest Mexican beer.
Nope.
And also, I'm going to
It
say for
takes
the...
quite a few lime to make it taste like.
It says imported from Mexico, but here's the deal. It's kind of like when you read Guinness and it says imported from Ireland. The starter batch, if you get a Guinness in America, the starter batch of that beer, an extract came from Ireland, went to Maine,
They
went to a brewery in Maine or Massachusetts, and then they made American Guinness. There's a reason why if you go to the UK, Guinness is better. Or if you go to Iceland, Guinness is better. They do the same thing.
Ireland.
You're done messed up sitting me beside this.
No.
I know, but this is my problem. Is like I want to eat more of this, but my face still slightly hurts from little son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No,
Little Sebastian.
Little Sebastian. That was little Sebastian the hot.
Little Sebastian the hot sauce.
The familiar Nasa gave me, and then one of us lost the character sheet, so little Sebastian then was nothing but a knife juggling joke.
Oh my god.
Who even made Kairos uncomfortable.
But you know, I'm not.
Okay, one, the beer's slightly offensive. I know what my least favorite beer of the night is.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
put it down at the bottom just because of the skunkiness. I mean, I
At the
just
same
don't
time,
like
I would
that
also
flavor.
argue it might not be 100% fair to even include Corona on the list, because we knew what we were getting when we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Corona. I mean, like Corona in a can is like. Or oh fuck! Why'd you have to do that?
Hold on, Corona Extra, for anybody that watches this on YouTube, do not make my life more difficult later on as the
Now,
person who posts the videos.
Oh no.
When it comes to this beer in particular, it's a perfect example of like the can does taste a
Do we
little
need
bit
to say
better.
Backstreet Boys Reunion Tour beer?
Backstreet Boys Reunion Tour beer, Barbie the movie beer. Who's going to see that? I'm going to go see Barbie the movie.
I'll watch it when it's free. I'm not paying $17.
I'll go see it.
$17.
I have a child who demands popcorn.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I go toward.
Have you tried arguing with something half your size that does not understand logic and also hits that little tiny part in the back of your brain? Hey, you know this is garbage for you, but that like fake butter shit is legit lit.
And it's legitness.
Yeah, I know, like it's not good for you, just like nacho cheese isn't, but I fucking love plastic cheese.
So, I'll give credit where it's due with Corona. At least it tastes different from all the other beers we've had.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
That's not a positive.
It's something.
Strychnine is so different from everything else. You good?
Oh, sorry.
M does not sneeze once. Okay.
You just over here like at least it tastes different. That just hit me so hard in the best way. Like,
Bro,
it
that
sure
is
did. It sure the hell did.
that
You're
is
right.
that is me trying to find something nice to say about that one kid I've taught. Okay. Well,
You were special in a way.
He's so
Yeah, like-
you joke about that. I've used that one.
Okay, look, like when it comes to like all the other beers, like I could, like with the exception of Tecate, like you know all the other ones we had, like Modelo and Dos Equis, like, I'm good with those. Like I actually go towards Modelo if I just want a drinking beer.
It is very drinkable.
Yeah, but when it comes to this, it's like hard for me to actually get it unless I'm like in the fucking like. Okay, this is what I'll say. I get it in the can. I have me some steak tacos. I have this with the lime on the side, and
Modelo. Or talking about
So here's the thing.
Backstreet Boys reunion tour beer.
I've many a time said that Backstreet Boys reunion.
Backstreet Storage Wars boys.
This freaking beer right here. Many a times I have talked about this beer as being a great beer for the beach, a great one to like sit at the beach and drink and everything. Because that's the thing I like to do. Here's the thing.
Valid, but also
After tonight,
does it come out of straight ice when you get it at the beach?
every time, yeah,
That is a key difference. Though.
yeah. But after tonight, every one of these qualifies as like a great beer for just like I'm at the beach.
So you go back for more.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's also a
bother
mistake
me,
that you made.
Like,
You go to the beach.
but I also have 2 lines in there.
There's a giant blue wet thing that hates us out there.
There are whales.
No, they're good.
The ocean?
Except for the orcas. Orcas are straight up dicks.
Orcas are dicks.
I am, like, for
Like,
my-
Free Willy made me feel bad for them, and then I watched how they were in the wild, and then Blackfish made me feel bad for them, and then I saw them in the wild.
Like no, I'm perfectly fine with it
No,
being
my
blackfish.
trip to
Shirts.
the ocean, or to the Gulf, I'm getting an inflatable boat because I'm going to sail the seas like a pirate.
This is the tale
Of Captain Jack Sparrow.
And I'm just gonna go out there.
and die because you're in a small inflatable dinghy and you get caught by the undertow. And you're out in the Gulf of Mexico just
And
going,
I ain't gonna
this
go
was a
that
bad
far.
idea.
I don't even much care. Like, do I like water? Yes. Do I enjoy the ocean? Sure. But I don't even much care to like go and enjoy the ocean itself. What I want to do is sit in the same freaking spot in a very comfy chair under a little bit of an umbrella, but not a whole lot, with a big ice chest full of beer, and just watch my kids going, "Hey."
Stop that.
That's right.
See, here's my deal.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
That's some fucking good shit.
That's
there,
some
there are
relaxing
two
stuff.
fears I have learned about myself the older I've gotten. One, I didn't realize I didn't like open water until I was on a boat in open water, and I'm sitting here on a boat that when the
Soap and
whale
lotion? Open ocean? Soap and lotion?
Yeah,
Open ocean?
Sipping lotion. Is that
No, so I'm in a boat going through Alaska's fjords, because that's what they fucking are. And all of a sudden a whale comes up that's bigger than the boat I'm on, that has 85 people on it, and all of a sudden whale, and I go, well, this is humbling. And then baby whales on the other side of the boat, and go, we're in danger. And then when
I'm in danger.
and then I look around. I don't know where fucking land is to swim, other than the boat came from that way a half hour ago, which means I'm fucked.
Fucked.
And then immediately I'm like,
But-
the guy, this is
the
right.
whales
Look,
aren't mean though.
Your only hope
we
is
were
that the
between
whales see
her.
you.
We were between her and her cat. Now, did the whale do anything? She made her boat tilt like this, which means all of my nearly 6 foot, 200 plus ass slides across the boat without moving until I hit the cabin. And I'm like, well, it's been good. Because they told me the water's hypothermic, and they told me it's already more than half a mile deep underneath us, and don't step on a rockfish, which if it's a half mile down and the rockfish is at the bottom, if I'm stepping on the rockfish, I got more of a fucking problem.
That's not, that part's not
So I learned at that moment, I don't want to go on cruises, because I need to see land. I might not be able to swim to that land. I just need the psychosomatic bullshit that is, if you have a bad day, you can swim to that, because if not, I'm in the middle of the ocean going, all right, I'm going to at least have to fist fight a shark.
No.
I'm going to lose.
You accept your fate. That's all there is to it.
No, I
It's
need
just-
it. The shark comes up to bite. I'm like, I'm going to at least punch you a couple times as you try to eat me, because I want to feel like I tried. The other thing I've learned that
You went out
that
punching a shark.
huh?
You went out punching a shark.
Get to God. You died fighting a shark. Do I get to go to Valhalla?
Yeah.
No, but you got this Xbox achievement. Punched a shark.
Do I get the Xbox? St. Peter. No, bitch. This is
No.
mine. I waited in line in New York to get this. But no, it's the other thing I learned that I really don't care for is if I'm in a very, very tall building, but I have an actual floor underneath me, I do not care how high I am. Turn that into graded walking or glass. Immediately my legs go, hey, Hey, Brain. Yeah. We don't work no more. Brain. No, you work. Oh, yeah. No. We're going on a coffee break, and here's all of me at the Sears Tower stepping out into the box that's
Yeah,
like...
yeah. I was about to say.
And all of a sudden, my legs are doing this.
I've stood on the glass balcony on the Sears Tower, and the entire time, my brain would not let my legs fully extend. Like, no, these knees need to be fucking bent so we can jump back that way if something happens. I have no way we're gonna be bent knees.
It's a physical response from my body, because my brain's like, dude, we're completely safe.
No.
Everything's fine. Everything logically here is fine. My legs.
I had
Well, that's like
Amherst took some pictures of me on that little balcony thing. My face is not happy. I'm all concerned, but I'm smiling. I did not know.
Are you doing the donkey smile
No,
from Shrek?
no, I did not know that directly behind me was two 12-year-olds in midair just jumping on the fucking glass. I didn't know that was happening at the time, or there would not have been two 12-year-olds anymore. I was just, because I was freaking out. And then she showed me the pictures, and I just like, these two kids are taller than me. I was like, how? And she's like, oh, they were jumping. I was like, what?
Okay, since you did that,
Jed in that moment, just doing the Always Sunny meme where they're beating up the kids.
Did you go into the small hallway with the triple thick screen windows that just allow you to hear the atmosphere of Chicago at the top of the Sears Tower? I did not expect that one to catch me off guard. So I was like, okay, I'll walk out here. Man, it's really fudging windy. And then all of a sudden I realized there's only 3 screens.
It's called the Windy City.
Yeah, I get that, love. But I didn't expect to be over like 200 feet in the air and all of a sudden hear the air whistle between buildings like...
200 feet in the air?
I don't know how tall that fucking Sears Tower is. 10 stories is 100. For the most part, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was like 70 or 80 stories or something.
I don't know how tall
There's
that
a
is.
lot of freaking stories.
I don't, there's a lot, but also stepping out, there's just you're on the screen porch of the fucking Sears Tower at the top of it, and it's all of a sudden like, what the fuck is that? And there's just the wolf from Puss in Boots walking out, going, well, it's my time, boys, it's good. Did I fall?
Alright.
No, it was like, to be fair, as creepy as it was also super freaking cool.
Do we have one more salsa left?
We
We
do
do.
Yes,
have
we
one
do
more
have one more
salsa.
salsa left.
I will say, if you have the opportunity, friends and internet,
Do all the things we just said.
if you ever have the opportunity to go on the top of Sears Tower on the 4th of July, do it. Why? Because fireworks pop beneath you. And it's cool.
that's true.
It's freaking cool.
Now, the other cool thing to do in Chicago is hit Chicago Pier, because they have a fun house on it still. And that is when I loved my friends who decided not to pay attention to the floor.
Here.
So when we went through the Hall of Mirrors, I'm watching someone go full freaking tilt and just bounce off of a mirror like a freaking ping pong ball. And the whole time I'm sitting there looking at the floor, right? There's a seam, there's no seam. I go this way. I have several friends who would not survive a dungeon.
This is salsa.
Look at the salsa.
This is the salsa.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, that's like the salsa I would expect from like your average can.
This is the salsa that I expect to be at my mom's house.
Yeah.
Nobody got pace, so we can't say New York City.
Okay. Also cumin heavy?
Yeah. Here's a that call.
No?
Are you not a fan of cumin or?
I wouldn't say I'm not a fan of cumin. Like, it's got its place. It just made something about noxious salsa is throwing me off. That's all. There's something there, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Because I said barbecue sauce, then I moved to cumin. Then I've been told it's the fire roasted tomatoes. I'm not sure.
It might be the fire roast.
I'm good
on that.
I'm good.
I don't know.
I know.
Yeah, I'm good on tasting stuff. I'm kind of stuffed at this point.
So normally I would say like, if you showed me on the border salsa, I'd be like, that's middle of the road, sure is salsa.
It's non-objectionable.
Salsa.
Or
Yeah.
I should say it's unobjectionable.
Honestly,
But considering how many objectionable things we've had,
no.
like,
I mean, I'm gonna say this right now. It's on the top of everything that came from a can or came from a jar. For me, at least.
I would like to
It's
try.
a very eatable.
I would like to try those two. Those very notable ones. The one that everyone knows back to back real quick.
This one? Or are you talking about the name brands?
No, the name brands, the Tostitos and the On the Border, so I can actually get a feel for them.
I'm looking up. I'll let you try it first, because I already know what you're doing.
Kyle's over here about to be offended.
No.
You know what? I gotta try the Verde again, just so I can have an idea.
Wait, do you remember which one you gave me first?
No.
Trying to figure out.
Now I'm going to say this. The most flavorful.
I know which one is which now.
The most flavorful is still Kelsey's salsa.
Yeah.
That is still the one that is a pico de gallo more than it's a salsa.
Yeah. And pico de gallo greater than salsa.
Very much so.
So this is On the Border. This is the On the Border. And this is the
On the Border, slightly smokier. Oh no, they've left this unattended. Here, Jed.
just gonna. Sorry, puppy.
Oh man, I kind of want Phil and Arden to still have some type of little joke thing in the future. Thinking they'll get an ASO way to let those other 3 fails pop up.
Okay.
Dude, no, he is his new food that's better for his health. It's not better for his butt. Like, he will straight up fart hate behind us. Alright, Kelsey's back. We are attended again.
Oh man.
There's an adult.
Where'd they go?
They went to the kitchen to get shit while you were in the potty.
So, anyway,
We have to be responsible again.
the On the Border salsa, it's much more of a mainstream. I'm gonna say mainstream because it's so pleasantly mild and like sure is a salsa, but I'm not getting any fire roasted anything.
I would not write
I'm not.
home. This is not a right home salsa.
No. I don't
This
get any
is-
fire roasted anything. I don't get any like excess amounts of cilantro or anything. It just is salsa and it's fine.
I know what it is that I didn't like about all of these.
What?
Sugar. I'm used to salsa having sugar in it.
Okay, that's actually fair. No, did you
These
ever eat?
tasted very
Did you ever eat a
vinegary and I don't know what the word is, but
Mm-hmm.
this one has sugar in it. And that one, I don't know if it does or doesn't.
No, I
but
did not add any sugar.
That one I like, but all the other jar ones, we didn't have that to kind of
And
balance it out.
considering that
Did you
you're the
eat
one
a
who brought,
hacienda in Indiana?
you brought the sweet salsa.
That explains a lot.
That makes sense.
I'm sorry we did not have ranch to add to the salsa.
What? Wait, what?
Hold on, let me get the other Indiana lady in here.
Indianian.
Hey, Hoosier!
We don't.
I heard that glass hit really hard.
You're done for.
Remember me.
No.
Remember me.
Well, it's better than saying witness me. I ain't done it. I said that I had to apologize to Kelsey because we did not add ranch to any of the salsa.
That's only at Hacienda.
Well, she said that she really likes this one because it has sugar, and Hacienda's salsa is sweeter. It's more like a marinara sauce.
Salsa's better when it has a little sweet to it.
Give me that way back there. Give it way back.
Way back salsa.
Way back.
The Knox salsa.
Yep.
I am like.
That's going to have a beef roast in it in the slow cooker tomorrow morning.
Hacienda salsa with Hacienda ranch is awesome stuff.
Like,
I'm not saying it
I
isn't,
be honest
but I'm
about
saying
that.
that Hacienda has
if you go,
marinara.
they will sell you a little growler of ranch.
Okay.
I love
I'm
growler.
pretty sure if we went anywhere in the Midwest, they have a growler of ranch.
Look, I'm a goddamn ranch raccoon. I'll take that. Okay.
That's a hate word.
That is a hate word. B,
I still love it.
I love it in a weird way. And see, did you say growler of ranch?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take a
Is it
growler.
refrigerated?
No, you take it home.
Yes, you need to refrigerate it.
You take
So
it home.
do they
They literally.
do they just squirt it into
No,
the growler?
it is a Tex-Mex restaurant that is back home.
More Tex than next. They
Shut
serve
the
hot
fuck
dogs.
up.
They serve hot dogs.
Wait, ranch be anyway, I'm
They
sorry.
make their own ranch.
Oh,
And
hell's fucking
it's
yeah.
really good fucking ranch. And the thing is, you get your salsa and you mix it with the ranch.
Dude, it's Hidden
Better
Valley.
than Ken's ranch.
But they are known for their ranch, so they started selling it a couple years
They
ago.
will sell
Every
you
once in a while,
30
They'll
they
sell
will
you
li-
a growler of ranch.
They will sell
Now,
you
now,
32
is it better
ounces
than
of
Ken's
ranch.
ranch?
Ken's ranch. Like,
You can't be a true white without knowing all the ranch flavors. Come on.
you mean like. the one-
Wow.
He said white. He didn't say white person. He said a white.
He said
You are a white.
He said a real white. Chris,
You're not a true white.
Chris, you get 5 racism points.
You talking about like the
White
steakhouse ranch?
Yeah.
White.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Okay.
Why are you
Okay.
pronouncing the H in white?
White.
Look, I say this as a self-deprecation too. I also just hate white people too. So.
Damn.
Give me number 3.
Thank you for allowing us to be completely demonetized in all things in the future. Shit. Broke.
Nice knowing ya.
Give me number 3.
I regularly say fucking white people while I'm at work, so you know.
Okay, to be fair, you work in
Oh
retail.
no.
Apparently.
It's a bird. It's playing. No, it's the banhammer.
Oh my gosh.
To be fair, there's one fart that I've done that probably almost got us banned.
Please, cue it. Don't say Mayflower maggot.
What?
God damn, Chris, don't say the words you don't want. You know what? You have to eat the hate pepper again.
I'm not eating that. You
Yeah,
can't pay me to eat that
Dude,
unless
we're
it's
gonna bury that, and that's gonna be somebody's fucking Brune witch in the future.
That's like a fucking Horcrux right there.
Well, of course, because the British don't like spices, Voldemort would never happen if they put his Horcrux inside the salsa.
It's like that is you know what? That is a Harry Potter salsa because that's what I imagine British people making salsa.
Apparently,
Dude.
British Mexican food is like the worst abomination ever.
See, I'm
We're,
right.
you know what? We
Is
have
that why the shipping costs so much? It came across the ocean.
They sweat and stole all the spices, but they don't know how to use them.
I'll
They're
raise
like-
you one.
Where do I
Korean
put the
Mexican.
ginger?
Wait.
You know what? On this note, before we decide to verbally get ourselves in serious trouble, thank you everybody for watching. Let's real quick before I completely sign off.
We got a rate.
Jed, we'll do it this one at a time. Salsa. Jed, go through your salsas 1 through 8.
Number 1. Number 2, homemade. Number 3, we're actually going on the border. I've been sitting here tasting them all back to back. On the border is the, and I think it is the sweetness. I think it is that
sugar.
that sugar that just like it keeps it above everything else. After that, we're gonna go tied for 4th place. Would be the Tostitos and this guy. They're fine. Then we got your green one, which it's just not my favorite.
It's okay.
It's fine. Second to last, obviously.
Bye, little bastard.
and my favorite beer, I actually enjoy the Pacifico most.
Chris.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say.
You're wrong.
This Kelsey's ekes out Knox's just by a little bit, just because I like the fresher flavor, and I love citrus.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I can do a lot more and make a lot more fun things with this. That is baller just because it is just like a great like dipping sauce, and I can use it like to top things like nachos and shit. And it's hearty and it has a lot of flavor. I enjoy it, but this wins out simply because
It's tastier.
like I love the brightness and I love the citrus. So it's that one, Knox's.
all day. Take every one of them. That's all your
Yeah.
compliments.
And I'll say On the Border is next. and Tostitos. Like, I mean, this is probably going to be very similar. I'll say this one is ahead of this one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not because
That's
this
still
one
the
was.
same.
It's still the same. Still
Yeah,
the same.
yeah. It's just these two are fine. I mean, I spent $1 and $5. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This one is shit. It's bad. And if there were like 2 other spaces, this would be below those. Because this one was ass.
That one was hateful.
Yeah.
And it's like I hate that I
Yeah.
bought the bad ones.
And when it comes to the beers,
Bruh, you didn't buy the worst one.
I know, though. I know. It's just like I hate being way down there. It's like I would have stuck up to you. I really would have. Shit, man.
God, you had to talk about like your friend who showed up with
Okay.
bad weed at a
So-
college party.
when it comes to the beers, Pacifico is probably the most solid in terms of like technical, but I would put Modelo first just because it's a beer I'm familiar with and I like. So it'd be Modelo, Pacifico, probably Bill Zacky's, Tecate, and then
Yeah. I didn't go through the whole ranking of the beers just because like a lot of them were very similar for me. So
Yeah.
I'm like they were similar, but I was just trying to like put them in my head how I would, you know.
Well, okay, sum up. So, like everybody else, has got to be number 1. It's good.
it's amazing.
Originally the recipe called for an habanero, and I kind of wonder what it would taste like with that instead of the poblano. What we had on hand.
Habanero
Would
would work well. The only thing I would say is if you threw, depending on how many habaneros, because they're so small,
Yeah.
that you threw in there, you would want to add more citrus, more lime to
Well,
try to cut the heat.
habaneros have a citrusy sort of.
What I'm just saying is the burn, you need that additional to try to cut
But
it.
like the pineapple that's already in there is gonna bite into that habanero pretty good. Like
Yeah.
that's why like I'm down. for
Raise
this.
another point. Scotch bonnet.
Potentially. But yeah, go ahead, finish your.
Second, Tostitos. It just, I don't know. It's got this flavor. It hits home. I could sit there with a bowl of chips and Tostitos and just devour the
Yeah.
whole thing.
It's fair.
Following behind that is Knox's. Just I had to dock it because just I don't know. There's a flavor I couldn't pin down. Just wasn't doing it for me. Following that up is the On the Border. Then we got this one right here.
Yep. Yep.
I'm throwing this one. This one would be next, but I'd say I'd have to throw it out because you got to put it on something like
Yeah.
an enchilada. It just
Well, yeah.
I could not sit down with a bowl of this and eat it with like as chips and
No,
salsa. It's
it's
not. It's not gonna do it. So I got to throw it out. It just doesn't stand up. Followed by this one, with this one coming in at dead last. If I wanted to eat tomatoes, I'd just open a can of tomatoes and eat it. It'd be
Fair.
cheaper.
It's fair.
This one was an asshole. It came with a lot of heat, so there's something. Some personality is better than no personality at all.
I don't know about that.
That doesn't give it much leg to stand on.
I
I will put it to you this way. Because of this one, I forgot my rankings on beer.
that's fair.
We're gonna, well,
My only argument against some personality is better than no personality at all is that if that some personality is a dick and the no personality at all is just a guy standing by himself and like I'd rather have a quiet person in the corner than just a dick that changes my
That's
mood.
fair.
Changes your
I'm gonna
mood.
say this. All opinions on that one is fair so far. I'm not gonna say like if someone goes, "That's number 1." What the fuck is wrong with you?
No,
You can take
I
it
can-
home with you. You can live with it.
I could see anybody validating switching these two up because there were so many similarities in the actual flavor before that second one hit you in the face. The flavor of them was like, this is trash. This is
Yeah.
straight trash.
Like I said, if I just wanted to eat a can of tomatoes, I'd open up a can of tomatoes.
100%.
Yeah. I mean,
And Kyle's definition of beer is they all tasted the same.
is
Yeah.
there any beer that you would put first?
Not
Just
the
the-
Corona.
Flight.
Shit.
Damn, dog.
Come on, get it right there, get it.
96 calories. Cheap as
96
fuck.
calories. 4.2 alcohol, 2.6 carbs. Look at that. 2.6 carbs.
You're drinking the Michelob Ultra of Yuengling. Don't fucking dress it up. We all know what it is.
I'm sorry, Kelsey. Go ahead.
Okay. So, obviously obviously I'm gonna vote for mine first.
Fair,
But
fair.
I didn't realize I was bringing
Bias.
a beautiful fresh salsa to a jarred salsa
Was it?
contest.
I mean, it was like,
Kelsey's like, I didn't know I wasn't showing up to the country fair to show off, y'all.
So yeah, I get the blue ribbon. Okay, but since it's a tough competition, I'm not gonna consider mine in the ranking. So Knox's was really good. I could sit down. That's the kind of salsa I would sit down at a restaurant and get full before my meal comes.
Yeah.
To the
If I
table.
threw some sugar in it, would it make it even better?
No,
for
that one does not need sugar.
you? Okay.
The rest of them, okay, not that on the border. That one was number 3. And then the green one, I'll give number 4 because I could probably cook with that. I wouldn't dip it, but the rest of them just, they tasted too sour. I don't know what it was. And I think it's because none of them had that sugar to kind of balance it out like I'm used to. But dead last is going to be that
Little Sebastian.
ass spider one.
Ass spider.
Yeah.
The ass spider. No, sometimes.
Oh
never
god,
mind.
I'm gonna create a guys. Do I need to create a D&D monster that is basically a gelatinous cube made out of that salsa,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
and just
Oh,
call it the
God.
ass blaster?
It's not even a big gelatinous cube. It's about 3 feet tall because it's an ass spider. It's
It's literally just a
Mortal
hateful
Enemy.
crate.
Hewitt.
great.
Oh, good band name.
Hewitt. It's Gestalt's mortal enemy.
Oh wait, that is right. Gestalt's just nothing but mayonnaise.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Gestalt is strawberry jello. I'll have you know.
Did you have a favorite beer?
No, not really. They're all the same to me, except for the only because you said it.
Yeah.
The Kake tastes like college, and so just for the nostalgia factor, I'm gonna give that one number 1.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
That's
I think with a lot of the beers they seem so similar, so we're going by like nostalgia or like personal connection, really.
So I'm gonna deviate from the group. Kelsey's is the best salsa by flavor.
What a deviation.
Totally deviation. I did not do anything that everybody else had. I said that's the best flavor. So I'm giving that a win on number 1 for me, just because I also did not expect something that has pineapple in it
Yeah.
For you to like.
for me to like it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now the most eatable to me is still Knox's salsa,
Yeah.
which is like literally the slight flavor difference is what won this to this.
Like yeah.
Now number
Well, that one is such a different flavor from everything on the board. In terms
right.
Of,
I mean, this was literally this could have been the palate cleanser after every salsa except my second to last place. Now my second place is going to be the one that's over there next to Hate, between it and the green. That one. I really like the notes on that. I really like that the mid flavor on it. The only thing I feel it could have had is just a slight more back heat.
Yeah.
That's my favorite type of heat. Then we go Borders, Tostitos, Green Boy, Hate, and then Unrememberable.
No, memorable.
No. Hate's rememberable.
no, he's
I'm talking about Hernandez, or not Hernandez, Hardez.
Hardez.
That's my
Henry.
least.
That's Henry. You're not from Mexico. Your name is Henry.
Okay, so that one's my least favorite because I will literally never think of that one again. And to me, the hate from the burn of the one I will never eat again as well, at least means it left an impression on me, which means it's one rank above forgettable to me, simply because one was thick V8, and one was dirt plus make you cry on stream again.
Yeah,
I'd like to rearrange a little bit of my salsa things. Only like right before these two, because these two are dead last.
Yeah.
Before these two, I would like to add bowl of watermelon to a better salsa than these guys.
God,
Yeah.
Let's just
I mean,
let's all acknowledge the unsung hero of tonight. Because another thing I don't eat
You don't eat.
I don't eat watermelon.
Oh, I thought you said
I
you just don't eat.
No, I don't care for watermelon mostly because I've had watermelon flavor ruined for me by artificial watermelon flavor bullshit.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So, like, I'm not a huge watermelon fan. That fixed, fucking asshole.
And see, like, I've never thought eat a watermelon because your face is on fire. But next time we do a wing challenge, bring some freaking watermelon
we'll
because,
do
like,
that.
because the lactose intolerant guy over here doesn't like the idea of drinking milk.
So
Have
now
a watermelon
we have to
beside
have we have to have a support watermelon for you.
100%. Like, that's fine.
Here's the thing. I agree. Or at least I understand. The reason why I put that one dead last over the Hardez is at least I can take a bite of the Hardez and be like, oh, that's not good, so I can just put it. That motherfucker is gonna ruin me for the next 10 minutes because not only was it tasted like shit, but it was shitty heat. And it's going to stick in my mouth, and I want to eat my food. I can't eat my food.
I will say this. That's the asshole who showed up at the party that nobody wanted to show up at the party and stays for an hour and a half before he bounces.
Yeah. And
So then the real party can happen.
People are saying, like, the whole analogy this entire night, some personality is better than nothing. I disagree. If that personality is like an asshole, I don't want to be next to that person. So that person is a dead last. Get the fuck out of my house.
That's perfectly fine. Now, my favorite beer is gonna be Modelo. I gotta agree with you mostly because if it is always gonna be okay, which one of you is on sale between Youngling and Modelo for me when I want to buy a 12-pack or a 18-pack. And usually Youngling wins because they have the 18-pack. I can get a 24-pack of Modelo.
Yeah.
But, okay, the other thing that Youngling will win out for is Modelo in some locations only comes in a glass bottle.
Which a fancy-ass glass bottle with little foil things on top.
Yeah, but at the same time that sometimes I don't want to deal with having a whole lot of glass because my trash guys have left multiple broken beer bottles all over the road that I know came from my trash can because all they did was... And then I gotta sweep glass up out of the street because my ass likes to walk around barefoot because I'm a nearly 6 foot tall hobbit. Anyway, so I think that's all of our beers, all of our salsas.
Yeah.
We might hang out for a little bit after this because we still have a lot of salsa and
Do we though?
we got a lot of chips.
We have very little salsa that I'm gonna actually eat again.
Yeah.
We have.
I have a bowl 3 times this size of this salsa.
You said that was going on a roast,
Yeah, but
and like at least 4 times.
I know,
Look,
but
this
I mean,
is what I'm gonna say. We have salsa, and then we have diarrhea in a jar.
that's not
toss
diarrhea
that-
in a
just
jar.
toss
dude.
it.
That's,
These guys are going in the trash. Let's be honest.
No. We send them to one member of TBA.
Okay, just send him to Moose, and he'll probably.
Sorry, Moose.
Don't do it to Moose; he'll die.
Moose will die.
He's like, this is good.
We'll send them to the fire spinner.
Okay, we'll send him a little ball.
Oh, I regret that because he's a cinnamon roll. He is the best of us.
He is the best of us.
Anyway, so thank you everybody for watching. We got up over 10 at one point. So going through socials, we are Team Bonus Action here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and on Instagram. We are at bonus_team on Twitter until that burns the fuck down.
One day.
Oh no, people are already setting fires. It's just that the people who set them are getting encouraged by other people, and then they talk about the fires. So it's weird. It's the Fire Nation attacking itself. We're also at teambonusaction.com, created by our very wonderful Frecky V. So please check us out there. We again are partnered with One Tree Planted, so donate through the end of June and it helps get trees planted. Sunday, we got nothing set up. Monday, we got nothing set up because that is my boy's birthday. Thursday, I think we're doing a session 0 of Nathan's game. And we have a couple other things kind of in the wings. So we'll see where it is. It's kind of a weird time for TVA because we got marriages, babies, and home renovations all going on.
Sure.
So, and since Knox is not here,
Don't
let your
meat
meat
low.
low. Hey, we did that one okay.
Yeah, did we?
Yeah.
Someone said something weird.
I was just like, oh, I am meal.
That's what I heard.
Ugh.